Good morning. How are you guys doing today? Before I start the reading, there was a message that I got in my dream. They didn't give me any names, and the only thing they gave me was a street, which was like Oster or something. It was a longer street name. I just can't really fully see it. But in this dream, there was a situation where the female went to her partner's friend's house for a gathering, and while she was there, there was a woman that was like hitting on her, maybe in like a joking way. But she ultimately, I'm just gonna like sum it up because it's a long ass dream. She ended up drugging her. So, she offered to get her a drink and she drugged the drink, but she didn't realize she was drugged until the following day because there was a huge gap and she couldn't remember what happened. And she's asking her partner, what's going on. And ultimately, he knew that she drugged her because they ended up having an affair, or something happened between those two that he confessed to her later on. And then later on in the dream, one of the other friends tried to convince her that that whatever she thought happened didn't really happen, that nothing happened between them because the woman was married and she loved the other person and blah, 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 but her partner had already confessed to the situation. So whoever this is for, be careful who you're dealing with, be careful who you're trusting, and do not take anything from anyone that you do not know without physically watching them pour the shit and give it to you. Okay, I'm not sure who this is for, but I meant to give this message yesterday and I didn't have time. So please be careful. And this was, again, just be careful with who you're dealing with. Hi, how are you doing today? And secondly, Tripiando, how you doing? It's been a minute. And secondly, I am offering a tarot class, which is going to be set for July. I was supposed to do it in May, but just a lot of shit's just been going left. So I'm scheduling it for July. If you're interested, leave a comment or message me. Please not on Messenger. I don't have Messenger. You can email me, you can text me, but don't fucking message me on Messenger. I hate that shit. But yeah, so those are the messages. If you're interested in it, just send me a message and I'll give you further information for the classes. Moving forward now, the readings, I'm gonna do 3 separate messages because it's easier for people to decide what they want to listen to or what they want to watch, what resonates with them, as opposed to me leaving all of them in one. I'm gonna do a reading for relationship, then a feminine reading, and then the masculine reading. Okay, you decide which one you want to watch. I'm going to end it and start a new one for each one. Now, the overall energy for this is, it's either there's some type of communication that's going to be coming in, travel, something with quickness, like things might just be taking off or start. There's a lot of momentum where things are going to be quickly changing, which is basically the surrounding energy around this reading for today. As you know, when I do my readings, I do them for the highest good and the highest healing of those who need to hear the messages the most. Take what resonates, leave what does not resonate. We all have masculine and feminine energy, so if I say he or she, don't take it personally. Just take it as it applies, all right? And please don't force shit to fit that does not fit your life, because I promise you, you will lose all of your shit just trying to figure out if it is or isn't, okay? And always trust your own intuition, okay? I can sit here all day and talk, but this is a collective reading. Trust yourself with whatever messages you're getting from me. All right, with that said, let's start. Hang on 1 second. So this here is either situationships, some type of partnership, or marriage is what we're going to be reading now. Okay, this is what we're going for right now. So whatever one resonates with you. Now, here we have, there's a situation where you might feel like you're trying to please someone, or maybe it's just too difficult to do that, or you feel like it's something that's impossible to do, and it's something that's at a distance, okay? So you guys might not live in the same place, or maybe you guys aren't really talking right now. You guys aren't really talking right now, so whatever that is, sometimes people have really high standards, or sometimes people are just so guarded that it makes it seem like it's really, really hard for you to get anywhere with them. Hi, Brittany, how are you? Oh, Tripeando. Well, if you get a chance, go and watch the first 30 seconds of it. But again, it was just, it was a message from a dream that I had. So whatever this is, maybe this person's at a distance from you. You guys aren't talking, but if you guys, you're finding this, like, it's something that's difficult to either get to take off or to get to a better place. You're having a hard time getting it to where you want it to be. But it shows that you guys are going to be meeting up, and maybe you guys will go on vacation, or you guys are going to go do something together. You're going to travel to see each other, but there is some type of surrender that needs to take place, okay? You have to get into this, because Spirit's saying that you're not listening. They're saying you're afraid to follow where your soul is guiding you. Your soul is literally pulling you or telling you to go somewhere, and you're ignoring it. You're not paying attention to it, okay? So it's important for you to stop, because when you're afraid, all you're doing is holding yourself back from something that could be amazing, okay? You're holding yourself back because you're afraid of something that is not, it's not real, okay? Fear is not real. So when you're holding on to these fears, it's like you're stopping yourself from being open and receptive to what's going to come in. You're stopping yourself from being successful, all right? Just because you're afraid doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. You're afraid, it means go after it, go try it, see what happens, because the worst case, you fail. Worst case scenario is you fucking fail and you learn something else. Best case scenario, it's one of the best decisions you ever made because you did it in spite of your fear. I did a lot of things that I fucking terrified. And even still, it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I look at worst case scenario, I die. That's my worst case scenario. I'm gonna fucking be dead. But if I'm at peace with dying, then that's it. Like, what else can there be? You have to look at things like that, because fear is always going to keep you stuck, and you're never going to live your life fully. At that point, you're just existing in the world because you're too afraid to take chances. Hang on. So whatever this is, this person might be afraid of some type of intimacy or opening up, or maybe like being affectionate and showing loving or showing that they actually care. But Spirit's showing, like, if this is a relationship or this is something that started, they're saying that this is probably the person that you've been praying for and looking for your whole life. This is someone that you have this connection with, and it's like you have to allow this, okay? Because it's like you have an intense connection with this person, and maybe that's what scares you, with that this person is very intense, and maybe they're very authentic in their dealings with you, and you probably never had that, and you don't know how to receive that. But they're saying that this is someone, they're saying that you guys are a good match. You guys are greatly matched together. Like, this is something that was meant to happen. Like, this is your person, the person you've been waiting for. But there is some type of decision that needs to be made. Okay, now whatever this decision is, it's like you guys have to come to some type of understanding or some type of an agreement in order for things to take off, because there's some type of karmic debt or something that's unbalanced in this situation. And it feels more like if you were the one that was giving and you were the one that was very open about everything, and the other person never expressed their emotion or just kind of kept it to themselves. Those are things that need to be brought into balance. Those are things that you need to express in order to balance the scales and to get this situation moving forward. Okay, because if you're not expressing your truth, then it's going to be difficult. Again, we have, like I said, we have the scales, but it's Libra energy confirmed twice here. And when you're dealing with, some of you may even be dealing with a Libra. If you're dealing with a Libra, Libras are typically, they're indecisive. That's just like a given trait for Libras. It doesn't matter what it is. It's like, I don't know, maybe, so, but they're very, they try to keep the peace, and they're very balanced. They really do try to be fair in all dealings. So if you are dealing with a Libra and a Libra has actually decided that you are the person they want to be with, believe me, that decision was not an easy decision to come across. It was something that took a lot of thought and a lot of time. So if they decided on you, then they're 100% certain about you. Okay, it's not a what if, it's I decided and I know this is what it is. But there is some type of reinvention that is going to be happening, okay? Whatever it is, you know, whatever your skill set is, whatever you feel your talents are, it's important for you to figure it out and improve on it, you know? Just, you have to be authentic in your dealings, whatever it is, especially if you're dealing with other people, if you're creating a business, whatever it is that you got going on, it's important for you to be authentic. And for some of you, this isn't for everybody, but for some of you, someone is pregnant. You know, whether it's your baby, somebody else's baby, that's between y'all, I don't know. But there's somebody here that is pregnant, and if they're not pregnant, you know, it could just be the birthing of something new, a new project. Maybe your business is taking off, maybe you're going after new things, but it's birthing new things. Something's incubating, something's happening. Okay, and this situation could lead to an engagement, okay? You know, and what the hell are they called? Like shotgun weddings? Is that what it is? When people, like, you get pregnant and then they're like, oh yeah, I gotta go get married. It might be something like that for some of you. For others of you, you know, you might realize that this is the person you want to be with and offer them. You know, you might want to get engaged, you want to get married, but again, I keep getting this pregnant energy, like someone is pregnant, like they're carrying a baby right now. Okay, and they keep showing me distance. Okay, so maybe you guys aren't close together, you live far apart, or you guys just fell out a little bit and you guys are both yearning for each other. You both want each other. You guys both want to have this union and nothing's happening. So maybe I'm going to read this two ways. So it could have been that either you guys went through something, happened, there was some type of argument or something came to light and it caused a separation between you guys, and that's why you're not together now. Or right now it's just something that you guys might even have a fight and it might cause you guys to go into a separation right now. But it's something that's going to be like, it's going to catch you off guard. And I'm even going to go even a little bit further to say that if one of you is in another situation and you were dealing with somebody else and got pregnant by somebody else, the person you're with, if you let them know that, hey, I'm pregnant by somebody else, then that might be the tower moment, the thing that's going to cause a separation. So whichever one of those resonates with you, but whatever it is, it's important for you to understand that this is going to be something quick. Like when the tower comes, it's like something that's fast changing, you know, breakthroughs. It's realizing things that, okay, this is a faulty foundation, this is going to fall apart. Okay, but you have to get out of what you know. You have to leave this. So if you're already committed and somebody else is your person, then you need to get out of this situation, however it is for you. Okay, and maybe this is some of you have to really look at yourselves and like face yourself and ask yourself, am I lying to myself? You know, am I lying to myself about what I want, what my goals, what brings me happiness? Am I lying to myself about this person? You know, do I know that this is my person, but because I'm afraid, I'm not going towards this individual? You know, you have to see where you're at in this, and then make sure that you're yeah. So for some of you, just be careful on spending, okay? Whatever it is that you're spending, try not to spend more than you make. And even if you are making more money, don't spend more money. Just try to keep your spending at a minimum. But whatever this is, whatever shocking news comes in, it might have you feeling alone, or maybe they left you alone because whatever information came through. But, you know, like I said, fear is not real. So if you're afraid, you know, you have to work through these fears. Okay, because the last thing you want to do is be with somebody that you know in your heart is not the person that's for you. Because then you're going to spend all this time wasted in yearning for somebody else. And ultimately, your relationship's going to end. It might not be now. It could be in 5 years, 10 years, fucking 20 years. But you're never going to be fully fulfilled because you already know that this person is your person. So it's important for you to be honest, because some of you may be even seeing tarot readers or getting guidance that's telling you to express your love and telling you to come forth and be authentic with what it is that you're feeling and what you want to do with this person, okay? So that's what's coming up for you. And some of you are very very in your heads. You have to release this negative thinking or believing that everything's going to be terrible or everybody's going to fuck you over or things are going to be bad, you know, because when it's, I don't know, I know people have had multiple relationships and some people maybe have not, but for the most part everybody's had at least a few relationships that they can refer to and be like, okay, you know what, this didn't work because in the beginning I knew this wasn't my person, or I knew I went into this for the wrong reasons, and you knew very early on that the shit just wasn't going to work, but you kept on trying. So these are things that you need to release because your soul knows where you're supposed to be. You don't have to be thinking in your head or anything, because that's what confuses you, that's what keeps you stuck, that's what makes you stay in Eight of Swords, you know, you don't move. You have to release these things because when you know what's meant for you, you're going to feel it. You're going to be pulled towards it. You're just going to be like, okay, this is what it is, because no matter how far away you go, no matter how much you don't talk, you always come back to this person. All right. And for some of you, you or the other person, they are an earth angel. They came here to help raise the vibration of the world. They came to elevate this planet. So maybe they came to you so that they can help you to heal. All right, so don't just take whatever this is because you're afraid and just kind of toss it to the side and go towards something else, because that's not where your true happiness lies. That's just something that's satisfying you for right now. So it's important for you to just be authentic with yourself, okay? Don't try to please everybody else, because you can't. You can't please everyone. And if you have to choose, then choose you. All right, because as long as you're choosing everyone else, you're not going to be happy, and you're allowing other people to control your life and what it is that you should and shouldn't do. And you don't want to live your life like that. I know from fucking experience, you don't want to live your life like that. But like I said, there's a lot of energy, like this is speeding up. So if you guys haven't been in communication, you know, communication is going to be coming in, and things might just take off very, very quickly, because there's a lot of synchronicity here. And crown energy, okay? Maybe you have a blockage in your crown chakra, but whatever situations you guys went through, there was a learning experience, okay? There was something that was taught, and there was something that was learned. So whether you were the teacher or you were the student, there was something to gain from this, from whatever you guys have been through. And they're showing that it's love. Like, there is, sometimes people don't know what unconditional love is because they've never experienced it. So when you experience unconditional love, it's just like, oh shit, you know, someone that genuinely loves you for who you are. They don't try to change you. They don't try to do anything. They just allow you to be who the fuck you are and love you regardless. Even the ugly parts of you, all of it, they love you. So maybe that was a lesson you needed to learn, was to be genuine in your dealings with people and know how to be unconditionally loving. So this was my reading for the relationships. I'm going to go ahead and stop here and then start again in like 30 seconds for the feminine reading. If you leave me here, thank you. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Have a good day.